Hey guys, John here, and I have a new commission I just finished of a dinosaur diorama. This is the second one I've made for this client. He asked me quite a while back if I'd start a new one, and he wanted it to be fairly big. This is about 2 foot wide and probably, I don't know, 18 inches deep, and probably, I would say, over a foot tall at the top of this volcano. And he gave me a sketch, which I showed in the video so far, a rough sketch of what he was looking for, and I looked at some different prehistoric pictures, and I came up with this. And he wanted some fairly small dinosaurs so that it could accommodate a lot of dinosaurs. And so I went ahead and bought some tubes of dinosaurs, the cheap plastic and rubbery kind of ones that are a little bit hard to paint and work with, but I used a lot of those on the last one I did, and some of them are smaller than others, so I either used them as juveniles or tried to do a forced perspective showing them further back. A good example of that would be the Triceratops. Back in the background would be one of the smaller dinosaurs, and I tried to just put him in the back so it looked as though he was further away, and I put a little less detail on these mountains and gave them just a little bit of a bluish look so that it seemed like they were even further away. And I put smaller trees in the back and the larger ones up in the front. And I had this pterosaur, which is pretty small as well. And I really can't put the pterosaurs that are really big. I had bought some, and we were going to put some pterosaurs on there, some pterodactyls actually, but they are so big it would mean that the pterodactyl was bigger than a brontosaurus, so we decided to leave those off, and I think that was a good call. And in this case, you see I had three Tyrannosauruses that one of them was small, so I figured, well, he could be a baby with a couple. And I got a baby Apatosaurus there too, and a baby Stegosaurus, and a baby Brachiosaurus. But I figured with this pterosaur, I could just say it's one of the larger ones, like the Quetzalcoatlus or whatever you call it. It's one of the biggest ones, and he's just further back. And I had some hadrosaur type duck-billed dinosaurs here, and then some kind of a predator that may be confronting them, and there's one of those type of dinosaurs that butts with his head, being stalked by what looks like kind of an Allosaurus. And this is, I believe, an iguanodon amongst the cycads and some of the taller trees. And in the water, I have, I don't know, Mosasaurus, Tylosaurs, a couple of Elasmosaurs. I don't really have anything that's like an Ichthyosaur, but I tried to make the water look like it was pretty churned up because of so much activity here. And I hope that comes off okay. Tried to make it a little lighter near the shore. And there's a couple of carnosaurs there too. One of them noticing the activity in the water, and the other one looking back at the Triceratops, probably thinking about whether he might be something he might want to pursue. And made it have an active volcano. And I put a lot of plants that are kind of nondescript on there just as kind of like ground cover, and You know, they might be some sort of a tree or bush or something growing. I'm not really meaning for the green to look like grass. I don't want it to look like a you know, a golf course or anything, of course, but there wouldn't have been grass back then. But I figured that some of these plants might serve as what there might have been, and the other is just kind of a ground cover, nondescript kind of ground cover, and hopefully I'm hoping that works okay. Maybe I should have made it like a mud flat with cracks in it and stuff. If I was going to try again, maybe I would do that. But so anyway, that is the diorama. This is a diorama that's not going to really display too well at different angles too much. You know, you can kind of go here or there, whatever. But it's fun to look at it and just kind of imagine the activity going on and what's, you know, the pterosaur flying in the background and all those things, and just sort of take yourself back to times before the craziness we experience now. So hopefully I can ship this safely to my client and he'll like it in person. And seems pretty happy with the pictures so far. So I just wanted to show it to you, and I thank you again for watching my video. This is a side note. One thing that's kind of funny about me doing a dinosaur project, I've done a few. I've got a few model kits that are dinosaurs, and this is the second diorama I've done that's dinosaur related from scratch, like I mentioned. But my mom, whenever I see her, she'll ask me, you know, are you building any dinosaurs? And because she calls Godzilla and Baragon and all the kaiju dinosaurs. And I think that's kind of funny. So when I'm actually doing a project that has real dinosaurs, I don't know if she would understand the difference, but what I try to tell her is dinosaurs actually existed at one time, but kaiju are much bigger than dinosaurs, and they are fictional. And I've never gotten her to understand the difference still, but it's funny to me that grandmas look at kaiju as dinosaurs. But here's real dinosaurs, Mom. All right, so thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.